Hey guys, what's up? TMNT Tour Reviews here with my first ever video review ever. So, if you're wondering what my channel is all about, I do video reviews for the 2012 or new, I should say, Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles basic action figures line. But as you see here, this is not a basic figure. This is the Battle Shell Donatello. So to kind of kick things off, I wanted to go ahead and do a review of him just to kind of have it out of the way. So you are watching a review of the Battle Shell Donatello, and as you can see here, he stands 11 inches tall and just barely fits in the frame here. Let me see, he's like taller than my hand, but anyways, yeah, he's like, I can barely get him in the frame. There, that's a little bit better, but anyways, he's huge. I mean, that's really just my first thoughts on this. When I got it, I'm just thinking, wow, this is huge. I mean, especially compared to the basic action figure. I mean, here's just his little size comparison. Like, this is the basic action figure Donatello, you know, and here is the Battle Shell version. Huge. Now, I don't have the power sound effects figures. I don't really care for those. I'm not going to get them. But there's just the size difference there for the two Donatellos. So you may be thinking that just because this is a big figure, it has like limited articulation. Well, that is not the case. Really, it has the same articulation points as this guy does, but there's only just one difference for the articulation. So why don't I go ahead and show you guys that. His head is on a ball joint here, so you can roll it around, move it up, pretty nice. Not too far up there, just good enough to where it gets it done. So, nice range of movement there. You can kind of get them like, what did you just say, huh? As well as just like ball-like joint shoulders, so up and down and forwards and backwards nicely on both arms there. So, nice range of movement there. You can get it to kind of, you can't like turn it all the way around, but you can get it, because of this hinge right here, it kind of gets in the way, but you can move it back. That's about as far as it'll go. So not complaining, but it's still pretty nice that we got some nice range of movement for the shoulders there. No elbow articulation here, which is kind of a bummer. As I mentioned earlier, this is the part of articulation that is missing. You can see here on the basic figure, his elbow does have a joint there, but this one doesn't. It's just molded to bend, which is in a good position to where it's not like, to where it doesn't look too awkward if you're posing him, because they kind of got it in a good bend to where it's not like completely bending, but not completely straight. So, not nice. It's good enough. I wish it would have been there, but I can do without it. So, and aside from that, he has a wrist swivel on both hands. You can just turn his wrist around there nicely. It kind of takes a little bit of work, which I'm trying not to knock over the camera here also, so it's kind of hard to do, but it moves pretty nice. Ball-like joints right here under the shell, so you can twist them and move them outwards and like that, you know, kind of get a splits motion going on, but that's as far as you're going to get it, and you can turn it around here, and I guess you can sort of get them in a kicking pose, but not really. It bends farther back than it does forward, because you see the shell is hard plastic, and it does get in the way, which it kind of sucks. It really doesn't put these to good use, but not nice that they added it. And as well, beside that and the legs, he also has a knee bend. Now, just because he doesn't have elbows, don't just assume that he does not have knees. He does have a knee bend, which is very nice. And something I guess I'll go ahead and point out is the feet. Okay, so the feet on this is, I think, more cartoon accurate to the show, I believe. Because if you look at the basic figures feet, and this is what I'm talking about, they actually have like 3 individually sized toes. But these, it's more, they're all the same size, kind of like a block, which is, I think, more reminiscent of the show, which I kind of like. It really helps for standing since he's such a heavy figure. But yeah, just something I wanted to go ahead and point out there. It's really cool. I actually kind of wish they would have done it with these basic figures right here, but yeah, it's alright. So overall, a pretty nice, good range of movement there. You can get them in pretty good poses. I mainly just have them on a shelf, you know, in a good pose. Of course, I had to take him down from his awesome pose and get him down here to review it, but still, you can get some good posability out of this and good playability for the kids. So it is pretty much just like the basic figure. The main differences I want to point out is he has pupils in his eyes there. You can see like these yellow pupils in his eyes, which is kind of cool. So now that I got all his differences and articulation out of the way, I'm gonna get into the detailing, which he also has great detailing. Let me show you. I mean, nice detailing on his shell there. Just exactly like the basic figures. Mainly, most noticeable is these three scratches right here. Good detailing in like the muscles, the kind of wrinkles, I guess they are, or cuts or whatever. If they're cuts, he's like been way damaged. Good detailing in the wraps. A little bit of paint apps there. That kind of bugs me. It's just sloppy is what it is. It's not nothing too major. I mean, I guess if it really bugged you, you could fix it yourself, but would have been nice if they would have just put in the extra time on this, but not complaining. Well, I kind of am. There's detailing on all of that. On his other wraps there. See, nice detailing on his neck and his bandana here, so very good detail. So yeah, I like the detailing, and I kind of showed you the paint apps there on his hand wraps, and it's mainly in the wraps where the paint job gets sloppy. I'm gonna go ahead and get into that. Like on his elbow pad there, you can see where the paint's kind of missing. So I do want to recommend kinda look around, kinda examine them as much as you can in the store to find the best one that has the best paint job. So, kind of a sucky paint job. It's real simple, which I'm not complaining about that because you don't need a lot of colors because it's a Ninja Turtle, but it's just the little sloppiness that gets on my nerves a little bit there, so kind of sucks. And here, the moment you all have been waiting for. The reason why they call this the battle shell is because his shell here pops open and he has extra weapons in here that are ready for battle, I guess. I guess I like this idea. I personally could have done without it. Not saying that I don't like it. It's just it's a nice little gimmick to get you to buy these, which is really cool. So, you can see there's actually like a plastic chain here, which is pretty nice. It works like a chain, looks like a chain. It's good enough for a chain. It's like a 3-part bow, which is kind of cool. It just kind of puts into 3 parts there on a shell. And he also stores back here these 2 wooden throwing stars, I guess. I think they're wooden. Maybe they're just not painted or whatever. And, so if you don't want to have the weapons in there, or if you do, once you put them in there or take them out, you just, you see this right here, it just closes in. And once you hear that click, it's popped in. You shake it around, it's not popping open at all. And also, he does come with his main bow, which look at that, look at that. That sucker's painted. Now, not the best paint job in the world, it's a little simple, but that's pretty freaking cool that they actually got this painted. Very good detailing on this bow. I know I'm kind of gushing over this here, but on the basic figures, none of the weapons are painted. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So, yeah. What I'm getting out here is his bow staff is painted. You can see there. Something I want to point out about this is it is a softer kind of plastic, so, like, you can bend it around without breaking it, but it can get warped if you put it in his hands and pose him like that in the wrong position. I made the mistake of doing that, but it's easy. It's an easy fix. You just gotta kind of hold it straight or put it back in his little holster here in the back. So, yeah. But it can get warped. So, and it fits in his hand very nicely also. So yeah, there you have it, guys. There's a review of the Battle Shell Donatello. So if you like this review, subscribe. I will be, like I said at the beginning of the video, I will be making reviews of the basic figures of all of those. But to kick it off and kind of get this out of the way, so I'm not just putting it off and putting it off, I wanted to go ahead and just get this guy out of the way. He is my only Battle Shell figure. I got them at Walmart, actually. I thought they were only exclusive to Toys R Us, but I guess not. So, I have the receipt still. I don't think I have it with me right now, though, so I'm not gonna bother go looking for it. But anyway, so there you have it, guys. More reviews coming soon. This has been TMNT Reviews. Where in the world is my head? So, babe, how you like it? She liked it?